to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the Michigan Wolverines. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
When you talk about iconic stadiums in college football, the Big House has to be at the top of your list. One of the most unique stadiums. It is nestled down in the ground. It is loud. It is fun. Ann Arbor has one of the finest stadiums in college sports. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Cavaliers ready to kick it away first. From deep, it's Marsh. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Hits inside, it's Marshall. Finds a crease at the 20, elevates over his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On the ground, it's Marshall. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll run him again. Looking for a crease. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one, was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. And he gets it away.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. Just got rid of that one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Bryce Underwood to the air again. They get to him as he throws. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Second and long here. They go play action. Bryce Underwood just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
Well, nice job by the defense here in back-to-back plays. 2 straight incompletions, you've given up some yards, and the opponent's in field goal range. This is a place a lot of D coordinators like to send the blitz, because if you sack the quarterback and create a negative play, you knock them out of field goal range.
Hauls it in. And he's tackled, brought down at the 19. They're into the red zone with another first down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Tackled behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field.
He caught it! Oh, and he thought he had a chance to house him, and the defense tackles him at the 3.
There's so many offensive coordinators script those first 10 to 15 plays. Well, his has been gold. Great first drive, moving the ball down the field, now set up to punch it in. A 1st and goal situation. Opening drive masterpiece.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Underwood. Back swinging for the goal line. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finish with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying to establish the run. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on 1st down.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Right side, it's Lewis. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Straight ahead, it's Lewis. Breaks into the open. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43. Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. Rolls right. He'll get rid of it. Working a little foot magic on the sidelines, and it'll be enough for the first down.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Throwing, Underwood. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete. They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Looking to pass, it's Underwood. Good job just to get rid of that one.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on 4th. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that...
Breaks free, and he might be gone. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Will, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create 2nd and short, 3rd and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The Cavaliers will have it 1st and 10. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll give it another shot on 2nd and goal from the 4. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Extra point here will tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Marshall. Pass to 6. At midfield, he's got room. There he goes. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Here's Underwood to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Touchdown, Wolverines! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board. On to attempt to try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line, Reese, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw him to him. He's going to be the primary target a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I definitely have to find my way to get that guy the ball.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Out wide left, it's Flores. They pick up the 1st down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. And the Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Virginia will call its 1st timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Man, what great concentration by the big fella. You see it, he pulls it in. What a spectacular one-handed grab.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his target. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
Fires to the wideout. Makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Virginia. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 41, set to kick off.
Deep in the end zone, it's Chambers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Fires left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Cavaliers offense all set and ready to get this drive underway. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, he's got some space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Quick give. It's Lewis. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They've been running it, but now the pass. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second-half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Got some room to run. All the way back. Touchdown, Cavaliers. Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Takes a snap, wants to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute.
Makes a grab and room to run. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Direct snap. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Hansen. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the 1st down.
Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Marshall. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Throwing, Underwood. And here's a fumble way behind the line. They'll get to keep possession, but man, do they have a long way to go after that fumble threw them in reverse. And sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and they were lucky that that ball went out of bounds.
Yeah, they sure were. These ball carriers have got to know that this defense, they play with so much aggression, and they're always trying to get extra hats to the football. You have got to protect this thing at all costs. Lucky that ball rolled out of bounds.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Fourth down, Underwood. He's going for the big play. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. And run inside. It's Lewis. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Virginia has the lead here. Now let's take a look at the stats and what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. Snapped it in the shotgun. Caught near the sticks. It's Flores. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Nice job there by the receiver on the out route, not telegraphing where he's going. You can't be peeking to the outside, giving the defender an opportunity to break on the ball. He kept his eyes right down the field. DB had no idea where he was going, and that helped make that completion a whole lot easier.
Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it. Back to pass on 2nd down. Left side is Flores. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. They'll knock him down, but he moves the sticks, and the 4th down decision pays off big time. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Plows through the defense. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll ride him again. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Virginia. They'll try to add another to their lead. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards, and he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Underwood to throw. Buying time to his right. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Turning it on. Touchdown, Cavaliers. A pick 6. Welcome to Memorial Stadium in Lincoln, Nebraska. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Reese Davis, Dave Pollard, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
One of the most dedicated fan bases in all of sports, Lincoln, Nebraska is home to Memorial Stadium. 85,000 strong, pack it in every time this team kicks it off. Lincoln becomes one of the most special places to watch a college football game. Definitely a bucket list item. Nebraska continues to be one of the strongest traditions in college sports. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Colandrea. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive in the deep. the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium in Knoxville. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Tennessee Volunteers. Alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
The history of college football has many ties to the military. Tennessee's Neyland Stadium, with over 101,000 fans in place, is one of those. The stadium was named for legendary football coach General Robert R. Neyland on October 27, 1962. This is one of the most beautiful venues in college sports, with the Tennessee River, the sailgating, and the checkered end zones. Can't wait to watch a college football game at Tennessee. Guys?
Okay, Holly. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It's Marshall. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Handoff again. Breaks into the open. He stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan Haskins. Big physical runners that also had sprinter speed, and that could change the game. This dude right here, every time he has the football, he has the ability to go the distance, and that's what makes this Michigan offense so dangerous.
How many ways can I make you think, right? First drive, out the gates, getting it to my playmaker, going full speed across the formation with a touch pass. You better be able to adjust to it. Then when you adjust to it, I'm going to have an adjustment to your adjustment because I'm always right. I'm an offensive guy.
He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws to the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Timed him perfectly to knock him free and forces the third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on third down. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. A tough start to the opening drive as the defense comes up with a big play. Wants to throw on first. The throw to the outside is complete.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them lean in one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. He's going to throw it again. Caught. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Looking for space. It's Bishop. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. This time they'll throw it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. There he goes. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And man, I think they're going to look back on this one, guys, just with frustration, just an opportunity missed. Your defense did the best thing they could do, starting the game, forcing a turnover. Now you get the ball, and you give it right back. So the momentum you had and the energy that was in the building, now it goes swinging right back to the other side.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. We really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first. And, man, what they can do on second down here.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Got a little grass. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Underwood on the play action. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on first down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a second down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Firing toward the end zone. Oh, it's picked off. Looking for more room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Hits the hole, it's Bishop. And he'll pick up a few yards before he's dragged down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Kept the last one on the ground, now they'll throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. The Volunteers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. To the back. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Might as well run him again. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Right side, it's Matthews. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. Pull down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Volunteers are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee!
The offensive line gets it done, driving the defense back, creating an easy lane for that running back.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Underwood. Snags it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. Moving the pocket, it's Underwood. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Turning it on. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Volunteers will call their first timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Underwood. Looking to the big tight end. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Drops back on 1st down. Out wide right, it's Matthews. Snags it, and there's running room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Wants to pass. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be third down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ton of ground to cover here on third and long. Off play action. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Vols will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. Here's Underwood to throw. They're all over it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Throws to the tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Searching for space. Makes a move. Oh, what a cut! Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Snaps it, they'll throw to start the drive. Pulls it in. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. Timeout is called. It's the second charge to Tennessee. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Fresh center downs going to the air. Unleashes one deep. He got it, and he will score. Touchdown Volunteers.
But how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Chambers. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. He'll pull it down. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Out wide left, it's Marshall. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, Michigan.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers. And right there, you can tell he just missed a little bit off, and I guarantee he's tapping his helmet saying, hey, that's my bad.
Underwood. Rushes on. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. The Wolverines will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. One running back in the backfield, and he has it.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Keep it on the ground. Got him right there. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Hunt is on its way. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started.
When you're a return specialist, you're trying to make huge plays. You only get a couple cracks out of the game. You want to make something happen. Unfortunately, he put on the turf. At least his team recovered. But I will say this, the conversation on the sideline, it won't be fun with the special teams coach.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Right back to the well. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Play fake, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and then all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
There's an example of what happens when a quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Again, it's Underwood. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense got it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping two hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, the quarterback led his target too much on that outbreaking route. I think in the future, just trying to put it on his front shoulder makes it a lot easier to make the catch.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And the Vols will try to convert on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive. He's not able to come up with it.
Losing. We got to put a few drives together here, but most importantly, I got to stop getting my quarterback hit. I got to give him a little bit more protection, maybe that extra second so he can get that deep ball off or make some plays for this offense.
Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds, and just on to the next down.
Fires downfield. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to keep this guy in the pocket. They do not want to let him get outside because of that speed. His ability to extend plays makes this offense very, very unique as he's able to get the completion there to move the sticks.
Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception has given them a great opportunity. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They go to the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Turns it upfield. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. The Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Bishop. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. We take just a minute to look at the stats as they are threatening to put this one away. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. To give to the back. Breaks into the open. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a 1st down for this offense.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical challenge of this run game.
The give as they work on that clock. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Tough run here. It's Bishop. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on 1st down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Look out! Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Throws to the wideout. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force them into a 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. From the gun, he'll try to throw. It's caught downfield. Not gonna make it, and the 4th down gamble backfires.
Well, you're up by 2 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're hoping with that conversion they ice the game. They don't get it. It feels like they're going to win, but we've seen crazy things happen in college football, and they've left the door open here late. Let's see what happens.
Fires to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. Flying down the right side. He's at the 30. He's at the end of the house. Touchdown, Michigan. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. He had visions of glory on that return, but he'll step out of bounds at the 29. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Gonna run it. It's Bishop. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. But now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Underwood. Still looking to his right. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Hits inside, it's Marshall. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the 1st down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Turns it on in midfield. And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the 1st down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's so hard to get drives together because the clock starts to be your enemy. Really heads-up play by the quarterback, getting the 1st down, get out of bounds, and stop the clock.
Fires to the right. It's complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
And that's a great throw by this young man. Listen, he's had an up-and-down day, actually probably a little bit more down than up, but this is the big moment. This is where his team needs him to come through. Great start. Let's see if he can put this together, trailing late in this football game.
And he does every single thing right on that play. Late in the game, you're trailing. You need to get this 1st down, but you got to try to save as much clock as possible. He's able to get out of bounds and do precisely that. Could not have asked for a better outcome on that play.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Here's Underwood to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Nice move to pick up yardage. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. The Volunteers will call their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. and they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Massive score, now massive decision-making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, it's your decision.
And they are a mere extra point away from tying this game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. On the return, it's Beal. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh set of downs going up top. Left side is Smith. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
Wants to throw one first. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that back.
Upstairs to make the catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
If I'm a QB coach, I'm grabbing my quarterback right away and be like, listen, we're going to get another opportunity. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. Our defense is going to get a stop for us. You got to get your confidence back. You got to get back in this ball game. We're going to need you again.
And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Bunch formation for these receivers. Drops back on 1st down. He's going to take a shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration a little bit, and miss that opportunity for possibly a big play.
It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, Dave.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Keeps it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
If he houses this, it's ball game. And the takeaway is the exclamation point, the game saver for the win. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Straight ahead, it's Marshall. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Running the ball in OT, and a nice job by the ball carrier, finding his lane, finding his hole, putting his foot in the ground, and getting upfield.
The noise level is relentless here on second down. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Third down, and they want to make sure their kicker has a chance to win it in overtime. Push is ahead. Finding, got some room, headed to the goal line. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Great job by the quarterback, the running back, and the offensive line, really selling pass. That's step one. If you're going to run an effective draw, it's got to look like pass, and then boom, you sneak it right to the running back, gets a big gain, and gets a first down.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Trying to slam in. He got it in. A walk-off touchdown in overtime.
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
And that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run in the end zone, and end the football game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.